Welcome inside the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym. This Sunday, it's the home of the UAAP Season 88 High School Volleyball Tournament. There you see the protagonists of our final game today in the boys division. It's going to be the FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraws taking on the UPIS Fighting Maroons. They've had 4 games so far, or 3 games so far today. This will be the cap in both boys and girls division. Again, thank you for joining us here on the Pilipinas Live app. We're always happy to have you with us. This is Migs Flores giving you the game between the Baby Tamaraws and the Fighting Maroons. This should be a good one between two neighbors. The Fighting Maroons much improved from last season. As you can see, the standings, both UPIS and FEU, the only teams left who have played 1 game apiece. The Baby Tamaraws coming off a win over the Ateneo Blue Eagles to start their campaign. Meanwhile, UPIS 0-1 lost to La Salle Zobel last Sunday, an opening day of the tournament. We'll see if they can bounce back here. They'll be taking on an FEU Diliman side that has been making noise in the offseason. Last year, failed to make the Final Four by just missing a game, just 1 win away from making the Final Four. Lost to Adamson in a do-or-die game. We'll have our starters ready for you after this.
Presenting our game officials for this match. First referee, Pretzel De Lara. Second referee, Ray Galve. And now let us meet the starters for both teams. First, from Far Eastern University Diliman, Baby Tamaraws. First off, outside hitter number 3, Eldriel Manlapas. Middle blocker number 7, Bonre Amorin. Middle blocker number 10, Axel Tereng. Setter at number 13 and the team captain, Brix Landicho. Opposite hitter number 19, Kenneth Maliwanag. Middle blocker number 21, Ron De Vera. Starting libero number 8, Sam Coronel. Head coach of the Baby Tamaraws, Rena Aldulay. And now for the starters of University of the Philippines Integrated School Junior Fighting Maroons. First off, outside hitter number 2, Justin Josayan. Outside hitter number 3, Marco Bamba. Setter number 6, Marcus Bamba. Middle blocker and the team captain at number 14, Manfred Rosere. Middle blocker number 15, Julio Pinga. Opposite hitter number 20, Prince Jimenez. Starting libero number 9, Joven Mendoza. Head coach of the Junior Fighting Maroons, Hans Chubacuco.
Here are your starters for your Baby Tamaraws: Landicho, Ramos, Manlapas, Maliwanag, the reigning Rookie of the Year, Tereng, De Vera, and Coronel at libero. On the other end, the Baby or the UPIS Fighting Maroons will have a similar starting 6 to their opening day against La Salle Zobel. Jimenez, Binyanga, Usayan, Bamba Rosete, and Bamba starting for the Fighting Maroons. We're off here in set number 1, and fireworks to start from Edriel Manlapas. Just 1 blocker to beat, and Manlapas gets us going here in set number 1. Again, thank you for joining us on the Pilipinas Live app. Catch all UAAP action here. Every game in the high school division being broadcast on the Pilipinas Live app. Maliwanag will almost score that one. Oh, it does score for UPIS. A violation called on a Baby Tamaraw. Oh, a miss whistle from our first referee, Kim Yadao. He corrects himself. It is a point for FEU. Score now 2-0. Serving was De Vera. A chance ball for FEU Diliman. Back row hit. Power one. Power bomb from number 17. That's Tyler Ramos. Veteran Baby Tamarao swooping in for his first point of the game. 3-0 the score. Here's the back set. That one works for to the junior archers or the junior green spikers. A block there from Rosete. Chance ball for UP. Bamba sets the outside. A violation called. It'll be a point for UPIS. Score now 3-2 in favor of FEU Diliman. Here's the set, a high leaping hit. That was Axel Tereng showing you the hops. Again, FEU Diliman coming off a win against Ateneo, but Coach Rene Dulay not too happy with their performance. A lot of lapses from his perspective. He wants them to get cleaned up now as they face UPIS. Looks like the score now 4-3 in favor of FEU Diliman. Maliwana, great serve. That one a block. Axel Tereng roofing. UPIS there, that's Marco Bamba blocked by a couple of FEU players. Maliwanag. FEU will earn a chance ball here. The setup to the outside, Manlapas. Edriel Manlapas coming off a 12-point performance against Ateneo. Now a 6-3 lead for FEU Diliman. Here's Maliwanag. Another sharp serve, this time from the other side of the court. Easy dig for FEU Diliman. Manlapas finds the spot. Corner pocket open for Edriel Manlapas. Now a 4-point lead for FEU Diliman. Kenneth Maliwanag will continue to serve for FEU Diliman, last year's Rookie of the Year. Powerful serve. And an ace. Maliwanag, the lefty, 6'2", opposite spiker for FEU Diliman, doing damage early. Big serve from him. Here's Maliwanag again. Sharp serve, popped up. The middle attack works for UPIS. A big celebration for them. I believe that was number 15, Julio Pina, scoring for UPIS. 8-4 the score now. Ramos the target. Maliwanag from the back. Out of system, FEU Diliman still cooks up a powerful hit from Kenneth Maliwanag. Now up to serve is Edriel Manlapas. Bamba to the outside. That it works. Great work from Marco Bamba. Finding the open spot between two blocks. Now it'll be Prince Jimenez serving for UPIS. The setup and a little delay there. Looks like that will result in an error from Axel Tereng. Maybe didn't get the best timing on that set from Brix Landicho. Big serve. And UPIS will get a chance ball. Bamba to the middle. Rosete. Tip won't work. Tereng, his tip a little too soft. And that's going to be an error. The hit hits the antenna. Point goes to FEU. After that error from Bamba, it'll be Axel Tereng. Off the serve. FEU Diliman will get a chance ball. Landicho to the outside. Ramos soaring right over the single blocker. Tyler Ramos showing you the hops, unleashing a big hit. 5-point lead for the Baby Tamaraws. Tereng misses that serve. Point goes to UPIS. Still a 4-point lead for the Diliman Baby Tamaraws. If you hear the commotion, there is another game going on the other court. Two games simultaneously here at the Blue Eagle Gym. On the other side, girls division action between UST and Ateneo. That one an error. Pushes FEU Diliman ahead by 5 after Husayan hits a little too strong. Now it's Landicho on the serve. Goes outside. Now it's UPIS captain Manfred Rosete in his 3rd season with UPIS serving. And Tyler Ramos completing the combination play. Precarious look there. Still, Tyler Ramos able to maintain his balance, avoid an error. 5-point lead for FEU with Ramos on the serve. And a little too strong on the jump serve from Ramos. So 4-point lead for FEU Diliman still. UPIS trying to avoid the same fate as last season, going over 14 as Maliwanag swings long. FEU Diliman, on the other hand, went 7-7. Just one game off from the Final Four. Lost a playoff against Adamson University. That serve goes long from Marco Bamba. Great serve from De Vera. And the block. Oh, it goes through. Great hit from number 3, Marco Bamba. Swinging from the right pin. Now it's Husayan serving for UPIS. And Axel Tereng brings down the hammer. And it gives FEU Diliman a 4-point lead now. Earlier today, NUNS pulled off a big win against UE. Before this one, it was UST beating Adamson University. Then La Salle Zabel earning a win over the Ateneo Blue Eagles in the first game of this Sunday's slate. An 11-16 advantage now for FEU Diliman with Kenneth Maliwanag up to serve. Oh, Kenneth Maliwanag, a little too much spin on that one. Didn't get the best contact on it after the toss. Medyo hinabol ni Kenneth Maliwanag. Now it's Pina up to serve for UPIS. Axel Tereng, a little improvisation using his left hand. 5-point lead now for the Baby Tamaraws. Edriel Manlapas now will serve for FEU. An ace. So the first touch has been problematic for UPIS so far today. As they now find themselves down by quite a margin, 18-12. Another bad pass. Diliman to Ramos. And UPIS saves it. Landicho back set. Maliwanag dug up, but Axel Tereng is showing you the athleticism. Flying in from the middle and converting the point for the Baby Tamaraws. 19-12 now, the lead for FEU Diliman. Great serve from Landicho, almost a point on the regalo. Whistle blown, a late whistle. It'll be an illegal block tagged on a Fighting Maroon. Now an 8-point lead for FEU Diliman. Coach Hans Chuacuco, you see him there. Look of concern as Baby Tamaraws have raced to a big lead. Now it's Rosete, the captain for UPIS, scoring his first point of the game. Ramos puts a period on that combination play. 8-point lead still for FEU Diliman. Axel Tereng now will serve for the Baby Tamaraws. Great all-around start for the boys in yellow. Landicho back set, Maliwanag. The extension, but too strong. Kenneth Maliwanag, you can say, if you can see him live, just the extension and elevation he gets on those hits. That time an error though. 7-point lead for FEU Diliman. Ramos on the reception, back set, Maliwanag. The tip, read well. UPIS tries to counter. No go though from the back. And Manlapas asking for a touch, and he gets it. The UPIS strongly disagrees. But it'll be a point for FEU Diliman. 8-point lead still. Briggs Landicho now will come up to serve for the Baby Tamaraws. That one straight to the net. Briggs Landicho gonna be tasked to do the heavy lifting on set. So there Rene Dulay. FEU Diliman don't have their usual starting setter in Duot. And Landicho now will have a lot on his plate as Escalao will serve for UPIS. This is Zach Escalao. Rocking the goggles. Can he give UPIS some momentum here? Ramos on the receive. Middle play. Almost works there. Still, rally continues, and a little over-eager there was De Vera. Medyo gigil after his hit was dug up. That's an ill-advised touch on what could have been a chance ball for the Baby Tamaraws. As Escalao will continue to serve. Error. Baby Tamaraws now 2 points away from taking set number 1. Tyler Ramos up to serve for the Baby Tamaraws. Good serve. And Rosete just had to flick that one over. Back set, Manlapas. Picked up. UP to the other side. That's Husayan. Justine Husayan had 10 points against LaSalle in their last outing. Stops the bleeding for UPIS. Now it will be Marcus Bamba serving for UPIS. Maliwanag. You can hear the celebration from the crowd, the anticipation of a big hit every time Kenneth Maliwanag takes off. Set point for FEU Diliman. Chance ball for FEU. Ooh, an error though. FEU will take it. FEU will take set number 1 here. A great opening effort for them against UPIS. Some errors to clean up, but still a flurry of powerful attacks from FEU Diliman. Can UPIS fix their execution, especially on the first touch in set number 2? FEU Diliman takes set number 1, 25-17. Welcome to set number 2 here between UPIS and FEU Diliman. Amy Tamaraos taking set 1 convincingly, 25-17. On the other side of the court, girls division just wrapped up. UST beating Ateneo in 3 sets. You can see our set scores. Baby Tamaraos doubling up on the attacks against UPIS. Fighting Maroons benefited from 10 errors from FEU Diliman. Still, Baby Tamaraos had more attacks, more blocks, and more aces in set number 1. A lot to clean up for UPIS. They need to receive better and execute their offense much better as Tyler Ramos opens things up with an ace. A powerful serve from the FEU veteran to open set number 2. Ramos will go back to that jump serve. That time a little long. Tyler Ramos only had 8 points in their win over Ateneo last Sunday. Now it's Justine Husayan serving for UPIS. Ooh! Andre De Vera explodes for that hit. I believe that's his first point of the game. Big hit from the FEU middle blocker. Now Bamba to the opposite. No go. Dug up by Maliwanag. As Manlapas tooling the block and getting the point. Lead 3-1 for FEU. From the back row, Ramos straight to the net. Again, if you're just joining us, FEU Diliman had 10 errors in a set 1 that they won. You have to believe that they're itching to limit that number, trim that error total a bit more. Speaking of errors, service error from UPIS, courtesy of Julio Pinga. Now it's Kenneth Maliwanag serving for the Baby Tamaraos. Big jump serve. Will draw an out-of-system play from UPIS. The hit from Edriel Manlapas down the line. Big transition hit for FEU Diliman, increasing their lead to 3. To the outside, Bamba. No go. To the middle. Tereng was blocked, and FEU Diliman looks like they're not going to be able to return that one. Great block there. It looks like that was from Manfred Rosete. We give UPIS their third point of set number 2. Landicho to the outside. Setting up Edriel Manlapas, who looks like a violation was called. Our first referee says that one touched the antenna. Kim Yedao, upon the first referee's perch, spotting that violation. 5-4 the score. Baby Tamaraos still up by 1. And an ace. A bit of a misread there from the FEU libero, Samuel Coronel. Much to the benefit of Prince Jimenez. Had 7 points against La Salle. Comes up with an ace there. Ramos misreceived. And Manlapas puts that one away. Keeping FEU ahead here. It was a strong start, but UPIS pulling back. Baby Tamarao still up by 1. Bamba to the outside to his brother. That's Marco Bamba getting the set from Marcus Bamba. Tie game at 6. Landicho, back set. A back quick hit from Axel Tereng. He's been all over the floor today. On attack, on blocks, and Axel Tereng now will serve for the Baby Tamaraos. Ball of energy at the middle blocker position, and an ace for him. 2-point lead for the Baby Tamaraos. That time Tereng serves that one out. Baby Tamaraos, just like set number 1, keeping UPIS close with their own errors. Maliwanag from the back. Dug up though. Great pickup from Marco Bamba. And a 1-2 play from Landicho. Bricks Landicho, I believe that's his first point of the game. Coming off the 1-2 dump. 9-7 score. Here's the serve from the FEU setter. Bamba to the middle, Rosete or Piñol couldn't score. To the outside, Husayan denied. That was De Vera getting right in front of that one. FEU Diliman maintaining a 2-point cushion. And a hit straight to the net. An error on the hit from Jimenez. Baby Tamaraos trying to build momentum for a big game against UST on Tuesday at the Adamson Gym. That time Ramos finds line. Tyler Ramos soaring over a couple of blockers. No problem for him. On the put away, 4-point lead. Missed reception. And a block from De Vera. Chance ball FEU. Back row, Manlapas. No. It'll be returned. A chance. Baby Tamaraos, maliwanag. Clear as day on that hit. Biggest lead of the second set for the Baby Tamaraws at 12-7. Brixland Dicho has been serving well here. Open up opportunities like this. But Manlapas couldn't score. And a block from Maliwanag. Again, UPIS has to clean up their serve reception and digging for them to execute their offense. Force a side out here with Brixland Dicho serving. Finally get them off. Getting him off the service line is UPIS. An error from Brixland Dicho, who had 15 excellent sets against Ateneo last Sunday. Now it's Marcos Bamba setting and serving for UPIS. Landicho to the middle. De Vera slaps that one through. Had a blocker in front of him, but the set was good enough for De Vera to muster some power. Bringing up Tyler Ramos to serve for FEU. Bamba back set. Jimenez. Clean hit. A bit of an angle from Justine Jimenez. Or Prince Jimenez, I mean. Exactly what UPIS needed. Now it's Justine Husayan serving. To the outside, Manlapas was tilting out of bounds that time, but still able to convert. Great adjustment from Manlapas, as now we'll have a substitution. De Vera will come out. In goes Eligio Nagit, seeing his first action of the day. First action of the tournament, in fact. Didn't see the court against Ateneo. Now, serving here in set number 2 against UPIS. Ramos on the pickup. Outside hit. Almost hitting the line, but Manlapas getting a break there. A point for FEU Diliman. Now up by 7. Coach Hans Chuacuco hasn't called the timeout today, regardless of how big this FEU lead has gotten, letting his team make adjustments on the fly. Manlapas sends it over as Bamba was blocked. To the other side, Jimenez denied. Axel Taring, an intimidating force at the net. Now an 8-point lead for the Baby Tamaraws. Here's the Nugget on the serve. To Jimenez over the block. Maliwanag couldn't keep that one in front of him. It'll be a chance ball. Bamba, back set, Jimenez finds the corner. 7-point lead still for FEU Diliman. And we'll get a substitution. As Escalao will come in as a service specialist. Landicho to the outside, Manlapas. A great angle on that hit. Saw a bit of a gap in the block. No problem for Edriel Manlapas as more substitutions here, a double sub. Carolino and Galon will come in for FEU Diliman. Carch Carolino, a member of the famed Carolino clan. Yung mga tita niya, yung Carolinos of Letran, as he serves that one out. His father is the coach of the UP, or excuse me, the Philippine Army troopers. Now playing for FEU Diliman. Now here's Jimenez on the serve. Ramos couldn't handle that one. Chance ball here. Almost for UPIS. Jimenez hits all net on that hit. So point will go to FEU Diliman. Eight-point lead for the Baby Tamaraws. As Manlapaz serves that one straight to the net. It'll be interesting to see how many errors FEU Diliman end up with here in set number 2. Had 10 in set number 1. It's been keeping UPIS in the game. Speaking of errors, a service error from Marco Bamba. And a service specialist will come in for Axel Tereng. And Nagit will come out for FEU Diliman as De Vera will come back in. Service specialist here for FEU Diliman, this is Francis Amorin. From the back, Jimenez, no. The setup by Carolino. And a great hit from Prince Galon. The two FEU substitutes finding each other there. And keeping the Baby Tamaraws up by 9. Bamba to the middle. Rosete blocked. To the outside, Ramos. No go. And a block on Husayan. Now that was De Vera and Galon teaming up on that block, giving FEU their biggest lead of the game at 10 points. Another substitution here for Coach Rene Dulay. In goes number 24, Samuel Hopkins. Bamba to the outside. Husayan rolls it through. A chance here for FEU, but Hopkins a little too strong on the hit. Samuel Hopkins, an Australian, playing in his first season with the Baby Tamaraws. Now it's Manfred Rosete, former member of the UPIS basketball team, now in his 3rd season playing volleyball. De Vera gets some help from the net that time. Jimenez gears up from the back. Nothing going there. And that save goes out of bounds. Baby Tamaraws now 2 points away from taking set number 2. Prince Galon will get his first serve of the game. Oh, this is set point, I mean. Error for Galon. Keeps this set going for Marcos Bamba to serve for UPIS. Chance for UP. Jimenez floating but can't score. Chance again. Fighting Maroons to the outside. Husayan. Great touch from De Vera. De Vera gets it back and swings, tooling the block. That'll do it for set number 2. Another convincing win for the Baby Tamaraws. They're taking set 1, 25-17. A better performance here from the Baby Tamaraws. They have some bench players come in and contribute. And they take it convincingly, 25-14. Keep it here for set number 3 between FEU Diliman and UPIS. Their statistics from set number 2. Again, just a very good offensive performance from FEU Diliman. 14-3 on attacks. If you're UPIS, that's not going to get it done. Also 4 blocks for the Baby Tamaraos. Again, FEU with 9 errors. A little better than their set 1 tally of 10. But still a lot of errors for Coach Rene Dulay and the Baby Tamaraos as we enter set number 3 again. Thank you for joining us on the Pilipinas Live app. Migs Flores bringing you the final game in the boys division this Sunday afternoon. Marcos Bamba and the UPIS Fighting Maroons looking to establish a bit more offensive presence here. Only 3 attacks in set number 2. Stereng goes up for the hit. A violation called, the net touch spotted on a Fighting Maroon. Axel Tereng has been having a great game today. Almost an ace that time. Just a little too long on the hit. Baby Tamaraos have several bench players in the game for set number 3. Can they lock up a straight set win here, or will UPIS extend this one? Tyler Ramos exploding from the back row. Misreception again for UPIS, and that one sent out by Marco Bamba, it looks like. And number 12, Von Padrones, now serving for FEU. Jimenez sends that one over. Chance for FEU. Padrones asking for a touch. Our first referee says no. Back and forth we go to open set number 3. This is Julio Pinga serving for UPIS. Manlapaz had to get underneath that one. Tried to improvise in midair, but no go. Now it's a tie game, 3-all. Errors again becoming a problem for FEU Diliman. Tie game, 3-all. Pinga serves out. Interesting game we've been having. Despite FEU Diliman building big leads, Coach Hans Chuacuco has not called a timeout. Neither has Coach Rene Dulay. So, tuloy-tuloy po yung laro natin. So far at least, as FEU gets an ace courtesy of Edriel Manlapaz. Another good serve. UPIS tries to set up Rosete, nothing going there. Ramos touches the net on the way down. So it'll stay tied here between FEU and UPIS. So FEU with a 1-point lead, I mean. 5-4. Back set. Denied by Rosete. Now Ramos will adjust. Fighting Maroons to the other side. No. Manlapas. UPIS with a pickup. One-handed block from Carolino. No go. And UPIS asking for a touch. Marco Bamba, though, swings wide. That'll be an error. 6-4 lead for FEU Diliman. Now here's Francis Amorin. getting the start here in set number 3 at middle blocker. As Marco Bamba scoring for UPIS. One-point lead for the Baby Tamaraws. Combination play, Tyler Ramos. Great set from Karch Carolino, disguising that play up until the last minute. No play, or no blocker, I mean, for Tyler Ramos in that sequence. Here's Carolino, gingerly on the serve. It'll get a chance ball. Back set. Blocked. Ramos, one blocker to beat. Tyler Ramos has had a field day with only one blocker in front of him. No problem for the third year FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraw. 3-point lead for FEU. They get a back set here. But that one a little too tight. An error for UPIS, or for FEU Diliman. That'll put Manfred Rosete, the Fighting Maroons captain, at the service line. And an ace for Rosete. Samuel Coronel a little too slow on the read there. 1-point lead still for the Baby Tamaraws. Here's Rosete. A rotation error spotted on the Baby Tamaraws. So miscues piling up for FEU Diliman, and their 3-point lead evaporates. And the game tied at 8. FEU Diliman getting clarifications here from our referees, trying to check the correct rotation to avoid an error. So now we're tied at 8. Here's Rosete. Targeting Ramos. Ramos, combination play! Tyler Ramos exploding on that one, probably letting out some frustration from his end. Now a 1-point lead for FEU Diliman. Ramos will serve here with that big looping jump serve. A substitution for FEU, or for UPIS. Out goes Pinga as Ramos serves that one into the net. Coming in for UPIS was Raven Pascual, another former UPIS basketball player, now a member of their volleyball team. Now here's Marcos Bamba serving for the Fighting Maroons. The back set and the hit. Francis Amorin getting some ooze from the bench. Again, didn't start the game. Getting encouraged by his teammates to put up some points here as Sidenio serving for for Baby Tamaraws. Carolino, back set. And another hit goes through off the block for Francis Amorin. Baby Tamaraws trying to stay ahead here. 11-9 now is the score. And that one, hunting hands that time was Prince Jimenez, but he gets no break. 12-9 lead for FEU. Sidenio will continue to serve here. Bamba. Ooh. some confusion there among the UPIS ranks. Marcos Bamba setting up, well, no one. 4-point lead for FEU Diliman. Bamba to the back row. And that one converts. Great hit from his brother, Marco Bamba. Now it's Justin Husayan at the service line for UPIS. Way long that time. So Baby Tamaraos just inching ahead. This is Prince Galon. Or sorry, Von Padrones serving for FEU Diliman. He serves out. This is going to be Raven Pascual serving for the Fighting Maroons. The setup, Manlapas with some hang time. Powerful hit from Edriel Manlapas on the combination play. Had some time to think about it in midair. Guiding that one with power. Combination play from UPIS won't work. Tyler Ramos will swing, no go. Back set, and a point. Prince Jimenez finding the seam. A 3-point lead for FEU Diliman. 15-12 with Justine Jimenez serving. Ramos on the reception, Carolino completes the 1-2 play. Great awareness from him. Saw that first touch was straying a little too close to the net. And Karch Carolino, named after Karch Kiray, the USA volleyball great in beach and indoor. That one goes out for Husayan. This is Mel Francis Amorin with an ace. So after a back and forth early portion of set number 3, Baby Tamaraos have built a strong 6-point lead, 18-12. As that one hit long and wide by Marco Bamba. Mel Francis Amorin continues to serve for the Baby Tamaraos. Chance ball, FEU back set. High floater won't work. And that hit from Joshua Sideno, way too strong. It looks like we'll get a substitution here. Sideno will come out. In goes Eligio Nagit. Now here's Bamba on the serve. Ramos on the pickup from the back row. An error from Von Padrones. So back-to-back points now for UPIS. Courtesy of a couple of FEU errors. Ramos continues to get targeted. That hit almost works. Ramos sends it back. Here comes UPIS. But an error from Marco Bamba. Fighting Maroons now 5 points away, or Baby Tamaraos 5 points away from taking the match. Middle play, Rosete. Looks like he didn't even get that one over. So FEU Diliman will collect their 21st point. 4 points away from winning the game. Carolino with a great serve. He picks that one up. A chance for FEU. And Hopkins scores on transition. Big hit from Samuel Hopkins to pick up his first point of the game. 3 points away now are the Baby Tamaraos. And a great set there from Carolino, even though Nugget had to adjust. Still getting the point now, 2 points away from win number 2 are the Baby Tamaraos. Carolino serves into the net. Still an 8-point margin. UPIS has to navigate here if they want to make a comeback. As Escalao will come in again. Has come in each set today as a service specialist after not seeing the court against La Salle Sobel. Here's the serve. Back-to-back points for UPIS as Escalao will continue to serve. 23-16 the score. To the outside. Nothing going for FEU. Did he find line? Yes, he did. So some life here for UPIS. Late in set number 3. Looks like that was from Marco Bamba. He's finding the point. Finding a way to score. That reception too close to the net. And net touch though. Spotted on a Fighting Maroon. Looks like that was on Raven Pascual. Match point now for the Baby Tamaraos with Samuel Hopkins up to serve. Great serve from Hopkins. Earns FEU a chance ball. Carolino, combination play. Manlapas blocked. To the other side, no go. Still alive. Baby Tamaraos, backset again. The put away from Von Padrones, and the Baby Tamaraos lock up win number 2. They go 2-0 to start UAAP season 88. And Coach Rene Dulay picks up win number 2 in his first season as FEU coach. On the other end, UPIS goes 0 for 2 to start their campaign. Baby Tamaraos earn back-to-back 3-set wins, able to exhaust most of their bench. A lot of good performances today from the Baby Tamaraos. They'll face UST on Tuesday. That should be a good one. It'll be at the Adamson University gym. Meanwhile, UPIS will go down to 0-2. Had their moments here. And Hans Showakuko not calling a timeout the entire game. Letting the Fighting Maroons find their way against one of the favorites in season 88. There you see our final score. 25-17, 25-14, 25-17. A 3-set win again for FEU Diliman. Picking up a win over Ateneo on opening day. Now against another Katipunan neighbor here in UP FIS. A lot of great performances today from FEU Diliman. Brix Landicho, their setter, spreading the wealth. Tyler Ramos also had a great game. Again, Kenneth Maliwanag, the Rookie of the Year, also looked tremendous today. But one guy had a very consistent day in Edriel